Welcome to Savor the Story podcast, where books and snacks are life. I'm Nicole. That's Vanessa.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
Can I tell you real fast, right before we were recording, I was sitting here reading my book and I was like bawling. So the book got me.
Was it sad and that's why, or was it just like a happy, like, I'm so happy they did it? Yeah.
They did it.
They climbed Mount Doom.
No. It was kind of a mixture. So it's kind of like sad undertones to it, but it's like I was just so like, my heart was so full with the friendship. And so I was just sitting there bawling and whoops.
Man, that is a different level. Like,
I told you, everything makes me cry.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But I mean, I did cry a little bit before that too, because there was something that happened that was sad.
Vanessa.
Like a couple chapters before, and it was like a sad thing that happened. But the last thing that I cried about was his friend showed up for him, and it was just so adorable. And I was like, ugh, how sweet.
In my heart, man.
Yes.
I get teary over like puppy videos.
Yes, that too. Add that to my list.
Yeah. I think the other day I was watching like TikTok like videos, and I was scrolling through anything that wasn't a puppy video.
Right.
And I got to one that was like, you know, the ones, have you seen the ones where it's like, your dog's only with you for a short time?
Don't
and
say it.
You're their whole life. I started getting into those, and I was like, oh my God.
Scroll so fast. I can't, because once you see one of those, you get sucked into it, and I can't handle it. So, no.
Yeah. I looked down at my dogs, and they're just sleeping like peaceful little angels, and I was like, I have to go outside and take them for a walk.
Yes. No, we cannot talk about that. But yeah,
episode of crying.
I just me crying the whole time about everything, and you crying about specific things.
Specifically puppies.
Yes. No, I am very excited to finish this. I'm at I think I'm at 80% or something, so I should finish it tonight probably. Because I can't put it down, and so I will be reviewing it soon. It's going to be moved to the top of the list because
nice.
I'm loving it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so when I do actually review it, I will remind everyone of this conversation.
Remember in 55 where I cried?
Yes, exactly.
Or 56 or whatever this is.
It was because of that. So, but I just want you to know where I am right now.
Yeah.
I'm both sad and happy in my heart.
I still maintain that you need to have a little, in your rating scale, you need to rate teardrops.
I do.
I know. That's what,
yeah, I do.
Books.
Well, I don't give a rating when I don't cry in them.
That's 0 teardrops then.
I mean, okay. Can you just assume that if I don't say it? Yeah. Just assume that if I don't give it a teardrop rating, it means I did not cry in it.
Okay.
But I have, since we had that conversation, I have been tracking it. So if I cry at all, it does get a teardrop rating.
All right. Maybe I just haven't noticed it the last couple of times because you've been probably reading all the dungeon crawler ones. And there's probably not a lot in there.
Well, there was 5. Book 5 got, I think I even said book 5 got 4.
Did
4
you?
teardrops?
I do not listen.
Open your ears, Nicole. I'm pretty sure I said that. If I didn't, that's my fault. Book 5, The Butcher's Masquerade, got 4. I think I'm going to give it 4 teardrops.
Out of 5?
4 out of 5.
Damn.
It was very sad. Well, that's the one that Tim called me about. That was like,
how is this your favorite?
Yes. I'm too depressed to listen to it while I run. So, yes. Yeah. So yes, it did. But you're right. I have had a lot lately that have not made me cry. So it's the first one in a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you want to know something else that happened to me today? Well,
today?
Yes, I told you already, but I'll tell everyone. So I go to work. I'm like, going to work. And I fucking park. I get out of the car to walk to the other side of the car to take all of my stuff out. And I realize that I don't have my backpack, which has my work computer in it.
Oh, I didn't hear this part of the story. You just told me, I forgot everything. I thought you got like up into the building. Like,
oh no, I was like, I didn't have my backpack, and so immediately, but I did not realize it until I got out of the car and walked to the passenger side to take all my stuff out. And then I went, like, I put my purse on, and then I went to go grab my backpack, and I was like, it's not here.
Did you like check the back seat? Like,
yes, I kind of like looked around. Yeah, I've never done that before, but yeah, sure, it might be in the back seat. And it was not. So I called Tim, and he was getting ready to come to the office, which is like right around the corner from me. And so I sat in my car and read my book for about an hour while I waited for him.
Oh, dang, for a whole hour?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually kind of nice.
Yeah, it was great. So I did not go inside without. Tim was like, "Why don't you just go inside?" And I was like, "Why? So I could face everyone and be like, why? Don't ask me why my computer's not on right now."
Just sitting there, like,
yeah. Mm-hmm. I would have just sat there and read my book, so I decided to just do that in the car instead.
Yeah. It'd be different if like you had somebody that you could like go talk to about work or a meeting or something, but no, I would not sit there and just sit and look around in my cubicle and
yeah, this day has just been wild. So there's that. Now you're all caught up.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Whew. Yeah.
How was your day? How are you doing?
Good. Tired. It's a Monday. So, like every other Monday. No, I don't sleep well on Sunday nights. Last night was weirder. So, but yeah, good.
Lame. Do you have do you need one of those sweatshirts that says like Sunday Scaries on it or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just have had a pretty chill week, and
good.
Here we are.
Excellent.
It's time for books.
Excellent. I had a pretty good week with books I'm in a weird spot with books right now, but I had a DNF this week.
I saw that, I think. Yes.
Yeah, which is my first DNF, like official DNF, I think, of the year. If it's not my first, it's only like my second. Like I haven't really DNF'd. But this one, man, can I tell you what it was?
Yes. I was hoping you would.
Great. I DNF'd Big Sexy Love by Kirsty Greenwood. And I picked it up because I've read another one of hers that I really enjoyed. And I was like, great. I'm like, yes, I'm going to love this. The reviews were really good for it. It was not good. So I DNF'd at 40%-ish, like 44%, I think.
Wow. I guess I didn't see that you had DNF'd that far in.
Mm-hmm. I read 140 pages.
That's pretty significant.
So I gave it a good shot. So I'll tell you, I almost DNF'd at page like 20 or 30 or whatever, because it's about it's a British girl, and she makes friends with an American who goes over to England. And the first time they meet, or like they talk in the book, the American girl says something, and I was like, Americans don't talk like that. And I was like, so immediately I was like put off by it, but I was like, all right, I'm going to keep going. And then the British girl ends up coming to the US, and she goes to New York. Literally everything that happens to her, I was like, that would never happen in New York. Like, that's not a thing that would happen. And also the level of fucking crazy things that happened to her. I was like, this is so unbelievable. Like, I can't do it. And so there was one last thing that happened to her, like a crazy thing that happened to her. And I was just like, nope, one crazy thing too far. I'm done. I can't do it.
Yeah, I always wonder about that when I'm reading a book set in, like, let's call it like France by like a US writer, an American writer. And I'm like, I wonder if people in France have read this book and they're like, that's not what happens in France. We don't do that.
Yeah. I know.
And so if it's the same thing for, like, you know, non-Americans writing about, like, the US, like, I went to New York and this is what I did. And everybody says, howdy, cowboy, or something. Right. You know, like,
yeah, exactly.
Wild. I don't think every non-US people think we all say howdy, cowboy, but, like, you know.
Yeah.
But if it's like that,
just
right?
like a stereotype type thing.
Like,
yeah. That's kind of like she. So one thing that happens in it is she runs into the same person, or like something happens and she sees a bunch of people throughout New York, and literally every single person like recognizes her. And I was like, that would literally never happen. Even if your face was on the like news or whatever, like the chances of every single person that you run into has seen that thing is not, it's not even feasible. There's like 20,000 million people there.
Yeah. And for you to, no. Yeah. That's.
So anyway, I had a DNF this week, and it felt weird because I feel like I don't usually, it's really hard for me to DNF. So, but I will also have you know that I have two other books right now that I have stopped. And I have not called them official DNFs, but they are still sitting there. And I have not gone back to them.
Did this book break the ice? Are you afraid that by DNFing this one, you were like, I can DNF more now. I've given myself the out.
The other two have been sitting there for longer. Oh. So one of them has been there since the beginning of July. And then the other one I started like a week and a half ago, and I have made it to page 30. So this one was started after both of those have been paused. So it's not a catalyst.
Okay.
It's a trend now.
You were like, I can't have 3 non-reading books. I'll just DNF it. Yeah.
Yep. Basically. So I don't know. So of the 2 that are paused right now, one I think I'm for sure going to go back to and give it another go. The second one I'm still unsure about. So we might have another update for you about that shortly.
Yeah, maybe we need to do like a DNF episode, because I feel like I have 2 or 3 that are
you do?
That are sitting in my like currently reading pile where I just every time I come out of a book, I look at that currently reading thing, and I'm like, I should go back to these books. And then I'm like, nah, and then I pick a new book. So
yeah, that's what's been happening to me. So
maybe we should just have a DNF party.
Yeah, great. And just like officially DNF them, or are we going to give them one more go?
I don't know. How about we say, what are we in, 56 right now? How about we say on 60? If we have not finished them, 60 will be a DNF episode.
Oh goodness.
That's the official timer.
All right.
Like if we haven't finished them by 50 or 60, we're done.
All right. I'll agree.
All right.
Okay. Dang it.
Pinky promise.
Yes, exactly. Oh no. All right. I guess I gotta go read that one of them at least.
You don't have to. You could just DNF them all.
So my mother-in-law just started one of them that I feel like I'm gonna go, the one that I think I might go back to, and she just started it today. So I was like, great, now you can tell me if I should actually keep going or if I can call it quits.
Yes, I love when that happens.
So yeah, that's Oh my goodness.
Hmm.
Do you have a snack?
I do have a snack. Let me tell you all about my snack this week. I know I don't usually do this. Do you know what this is?
No, are you going to eat it? Oh, no, don't do it.
Do you know what this is?
No, it keeps going blurry. Oh, what is it, pudding? Yogurt.
It's a pudding cup.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what kind of pudding cup this is?
No.
Jiggling it. Can you hear it in the microphone?
No. A little bit.
It's banana cream.
Ew.
I saw it when I was grocery shopping, and I was like, I know who needs that. Vanessa.
Not me. It would go to waste in my house.
So I haven't actually eaten any yet. But I saw them, and I was like, haha, Vanessa. I was like, I'm going to show it to her on the podcast. And so I bought them, brought them home, put them in the cupboard, forgot about them.
Okay, great.
And then Mike was going through the cupboard to look for something else, and he was like, holy shit, we have pudding cups? And I was like, oh yeah, we have pudding cups. And he's like, fuck yeah, banana cream. And he ate a whole bunch. I had to stop him from eating the last one so that way I could bring it to the episode.
Great.
And be like,
nice.
But no, I was never planning on eating it on the on air.
Okay, great. I
really like that you immediately went to go hide off screen, like you thought you weren't going to be able to hear me eating it.
Right, my headphones are still in. I would still be able to hear it. Turning away from the camera does not make me stop hearing you. But just so everyone knows, I don't think it's official, and I don't even, what's the word for it? There's a word for
oh yeah,
having a phobia or whatever of you can't hear people chew. Yeah, and so or slurp and stuff like that. It literally makes me feel like I'm going to vomit. So yeah, that's what I immediately got afraid. I was like, the sound of pudding in the microphone is gonna sound terrible. You would have seen me vomit.
Yes, you are not allowed to cut that out.
No. Okay, great.
Yeah, well, I know the few times that Remy's jumped up into my lap when we've been recording, and just him licking his chops like that. You've been like, no, put him down.
Because I hate that sound even when it's just normal sound, in the room. But in the microphone, it's magnified. And I can't handle it. Yeah, the last time he made an appearance, I had to delete that section out before I could even edit it because I was like, I cannot listen to this part. So I had to delete that little piece before I could even finish editing because I was like, nope, I'm not listening to it in my headphones again.
Remy knows your weakness.
Well, my snack is not as interactive.
I really was trying to bring something new.
Yeah, great. Thank you. It sounds like when you snap a soda can or something like that. It has that sound when you open the pudding or yogurt packs. What was I going to tell you? Oh, my snack this week is going to be ranch sunflower seeds.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Yeah, I had a random, went to the gas station on Friday and had to run inside. And I was like, you know what sounds great right now? Sunflower seeds. So.
Yeah. And you picked the best flavor.
The ranch ones are the only ones I eat. Well, if they don't have ranch, I go with black pepper.
Oh, yeah.
But they always, I always have to have the David sunflower seeds. Those are the only ones I really like. So, ranch and black pepper.
Yeah, I don't like any of the other weird flavors.
No, I've never really liked them very much. So when I was in high school, my mom was my softball coach, and every single game she would come. I mean, she would have done this even if she wasn't the coach, but just the fact that she was the coach means that she was there every game.
Right.
Home or away. And every single game, she brought me a bag of ranch sunflower seeds, David's, and a Riptide Rush Gatorade. Those were my two favorite things, and I had them at every single softball game for the entirety of my softball career.
Do they have Riptide Rush anymore?
I feel like I've seen it before, but not as common as before. Man. Riptide Rush was the best flavor of Gatorade ever.
Yeah, you just said that, and I was like, man, I don't know if I've seen that flavor in like 20 years.
Yeah, I haven't really looked. I don't really drink Gatorade anymore like that often. But every single softball game, and when I was in high school, I had a bottle of Riptide Rush.
Man, that's a Googler. I'm gonna have to see if the Amazon
if they still
has
have
it or
it
something. Yeah,
best flavor ever.
Yeah, or if it's only in like a specific state anymore. You know what
maybe.
I mean? Like,
yeah.
Only California has
right,
it.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Like, man, yeah. If any of our listeners have seen Riptide Rush, I'd really like to know where it's at.
All right, so my snack this week is going to be a combined snack then. It has to be ranch sunflower seeds with Riptide Rush Gatorade.
Yes, it kind of needs to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, talk about some nostalgia.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I haven't had it probably since high school.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't even seen it. Dang.
Well, I don't know if I've even, like, I don't know if I could even say that I haven't seen it because I don't feel like I look at the Gatorade section very often or hard enough. So the next time I go to the gas station, I'm going to look.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe I'll buy one just for nostalgia.
Yeah, I'm going to buy one too. I always get Glacier Freeze because, like...
Is that the white one?
Yeah.
That's my second favorite one.
Yeah, it's my favorite as well. I would buy it all the time, and Ethan's like all his various sporting events. So I had like the big tub that you just like poured into. And he, after a while, he was like, "Mom, can we get any other flavor? We can get orange. I like that one." And he's like, okay. "God, fine, whatever. Can we get like grape or something, you know, like he like any other flavor besides Glacier Ice."
Glacier Ice. Yeah, that's the second best one. So all right, are you ready to tell me about your book?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that you said book.
I only assumed book because we have a buddy read today, so I assumed you had a single.
Yes.
Okay.
What if I had 3?
Well, then I hope you're ready to sit here for like an hour and a half.
No, you're right. I only have 1.
Okay, great.
By myself. Okay. So this one is called Kate and Frida. It is by Kim Fay. It was an audiobook. I listened to it. And it is a historical fiction coming-of-age book.
Okay.
It's pretty short. It's less than 300 pages. And so it's 1991, and Frida moves to Paris to enjoy French baked goods and start her journey to become a war correspondent.
Okay.
Yeah. So she writes after a conversation with like a friend about where they're arguing, I think about baking. Or cheese. I can't remember. I think it's cheese. Yeah. But food.
Why wouldn't you argue about cheese?
Right. She writes to a Seattle bookshop looking for a book. But when that book comes back, there is also a letter inside from the bookseller, Kate. And with that letter, a friendship starts. So told mostly through letters, the friends experience each other's highs and lows, and with each of them helping them through each other's journeys.
Okay.
So, this isn't a book 2, but there is another book by Kim Fay, and it's called Love and Saffron, and that's actually about the character Frida in here. It's about her mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't find that out until after I had already finished the book.
Okay.
So,
So they're they're standalone, but can be read together because it's the
Yeah.
same. Okay.
it's the same.
right.
Yeah, she talks about her mother very briefly in this
Okay.
book. And that's kind of why I was like, that seems like more information than necessary.
Okay.
So about like a character that, isn't really part of this. And then so I was like kind of doing some looking around afterwards, and I was like, oh, that makes sense now why
Right.
so much focus was on this one character.
Right.
It seemed unnecessary. So,
Does the relationship between the two pen pals or whatever, does it always stay pen pals, or do they actually meet? Is that a spoiler? Don't tell me.
So the whole entire book is told through letters. There are like maybe total 5 chapters that are not in letters, and at the very end of the book they do end up meeting in real life.
So you learn all about their lives in everything that they're doing all through the letters that they're writing each other.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah. All right. So my thoughts on this book are I feel like I wish I would have read that first book. Love and Saffron is the name of the other book. I wish I would have read that first.
Okay.
I'm not sure that it would have changed anything because obviously I haven't read it, and I still haven't read it to this day because I read this book about a month ago.
Okay.
But I think I maybe would have. I'd like to think that I would have liked this book better if I had read the first one.
Okay.
But,
right.
I mean, it's hard to say if you haven't, right?
Right.
They're completely standalones. They don't really,
you don't know how much lead-in information you're actually going to get from that one and how much it would actually help this story.
Yeah. And while looking for that other book, I did read, like, reviews, and a lot of people were like, man, Love and Saffron was way better. And I really enjoyed this book for like nostalgia and, tying back to characters that I really liked from book 1. So part of me wishes that I would have read book 1 first, but at the same time, I don't know how much that actually would have influenced my like or dislike for this book. And it's not like I went back and read it later, right? So
yeah. At least not yet.
Yeah, it's still on my TBR, but it hasn't come to like, I haven't popped open and been like, what book should I read?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I thought Frida's story was way more interesting than Kate's. Frida is the one that goes like to France, and she's a war correspondent, and she talks about all her time because she ends up going to Bosnia during the Bosnian War, and you learn all about her time there and everything that she experienced there, whereas like Kate is living in Seattle. She's a bookseller. I thought maybe the point of the book was to have 2 wildly different,
like points of view of what your day-to-day life looks like, basically.
Right. Yes. Yeah. But I think I just ended up like finding Kate's stuff just like, this is everyday life stuff. I experienced that in my own life. Like,
exactly.
I don't really need to, hear about it again. Right. I will say though, I guess I didn't talk about triggers, but because of the war correspondence stuff, she does give pretty detailed, like, this is what's happening. So if you are in any way sensitive to like anything to do with wartime, maybe steer away from this book because, there is a lot of sad parts to this book.
Yeah.
So It does drag on a bit, which is weird because this book is less than 300 pages.
Right. Yeah.
It kind of, I don't know. There's some back and forth that happens, and then there's like a middle section where I was just kind of like,
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of lost where it was going for a while, but it ended up coming back, and I ended up really enjoying the story overall.
Okay.
It just, wasn't hitting it out of the park.
Yeah.
So in this book, Kate and Frida give each other many book recommendations.
Okay.
I looked up every single book that they recommended.
All right.
And I want to say there was at least one book that I remember where the book that they recommended was not quite right. Like,
okay. Like
one word was wrong.
Okay, so the title wasn't right.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
All of them were real books, but like one or two of them, the title had like one word off.
Okay.
So I was like, that's weird.
Was that intentional or like what were you?
You couldn't say the name of the book in this book.
Yeah.
You didn't get the author's permission. Like, I don't know.
Do you even have to?
I don't even know.
I feel like it shouldn't be. You shouldn't have to have permission to say the name of another book. Like, you probably can't like put passages of the book in there,
right? Yeah.
But like to quote it or something, or to put the title, doesn't seem like it's illegal in any way. So, yeah. I wonder what the thought process was.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like one of it, and I will say, like, I only looked for the books on like Goodreads. It's not like I went and did like a deep dive of every single book, but every time she volunteers books, I paused it and went into Goodreads and looked up the book. And one of them, I can't remember the name of the book now, but it was like the name. There was like a word in the name of the book was a color, and the color was wrong. So I was like,
okay. So still had a color there, but not the same color?
Not the right color. And the author was the same.
Weird.
So I was like, I don't know what this is.
I can't even think as to why you would do that.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
All right.
So some of the books, I would say there's probably 2 or 3 of the books that I was actually interested in reading. But a lot of the books that they recommend to each other are like classics. And then also books that I was like, because these girls in this book are like 20 years old. Okay. And so I was like, these are not the type of books that I was reading at 20.
At 20? Right.
I don't know any girl at 20 who is reading these types of books. And it's not like they were like, it was just like very serious, like introspective books, right?
Okay.
So that's why I was kind of just like,
yeah.
Is this the author's opinion of good books, or because I'm not sure I agree that it's a 20-year-old's opinion of a good book.
Sure.
So so I had a hard time rating this one.
Okay.
I rated it a 3.5, and I'm probably okay. I'm probably okay rounding up to a 4. Like, I definitely won't round down to a 3. So,
okay.
I think I'm going to give this one 4 pudding cups, specifically banana cream pie.
Blech.
Like, stop talking about banana flavored shit.
One day you're going to run out of banana flavored things and I will throw a party.
You say that. But
Do you have a list?
I spent some time this weekend on Pinterest.
Of course you fucking did, man.
Finding banana flavored. And if I have to start making banana flavored everything, I'm ready.
It's like you're not even my friend. It's like you don't even like me.
This is how I show my love.
Okay, great.
By annoying the piss out of you.
Okay, fun.
Yes, ask my husband.
Okay, good. How does Nicole show you she loves you?
She drives me fucking crazy.
She annoys the shit out of me. All right. Well, are you ready for our buddy read?
I am.
All right.
All right.
So our buddy read comes with some podcast news as well.
Yay.
So our buddy read this week is actually what was supposed to be our bonus bite number 10. After some thought, we decided we don't like them. We don't like bonus bites anymore.
Each separately coming to this.
Exactly.
Yeah. I thought that was funny because this whole time we've been saying, like, I hate book clubs. And I feel that's what bonus. We're like, we'll give it a try. We got to 10. That's a pretty good.
We did all right.
Try.
Yeah,
but
you know what? I think you're right. I think it was the idea of it being more like book clubby that we both were. Yeah, so we both decided we hated it, and so instead of putting out book bonus bite 10 with the book The Undertaking of Hart and Mercy by Megan Bannen, we're just going to do them as buddy reads. And so I assume we're going to do the other two as well, still as buddy reads. Yeah. Okay, since we both own them.
Yeah, I have to read them now.
Yeah, exactly. So at some point those will be coming. I don't know if we'll do them like we planned for the next couple months, but yeah. So here we are with The Undertaking of Hart and Mercy by Megan Bannen. Are you ready for a little description?
Yes.
All right. So the description will be spoiler free, but the review will not. Just
okay.
Get that up for everyone. Okay. We are in the magical land of Tanria, I think. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, my eyes totally just glazed right over the name.
Just whatever word you want to call that. It's Tanria. Hart is a marshal who hunts the dredges. Are they dredges or drudges?
Drudges? That's how it was pronounced.
Like, it's a U, right? Not an E? Mm-hmm. I couldn't remember when I was writing this. Okay, so Hart is a marshal who hunts the drudges that are basically like zombie-like beings. And Mercy is an undertaker at her family's funeral home. And they, well, quote unquote, hate each other. Every time he has to bring a body to her, it's always very tenuous, very like argumentative. They're just angry with each other. One day in Hart's loneliness, he decides to write a letter to no one in particular. He just writes to a friend on the envelope. And he really just wants to search for a pen pal to ease his loneliness. And somehow that letter magically gets to Mercy. They begin a pen pal friendship and begin confiding in each other when finally Mercy decides that she would like to meet her anonymous friend. And then this sentence is straight from the description. As the dangers in Tanria grow closer, so do these unlikely correspondents.
Aww.
Oh, all right. So, spoiler time now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tell me the things that you feel that we should discuss.
Yeah. So, because it was a bonus bite, we were on a time limit for it. I have it obviously as a physical copy. I also got it as an Audible copy because I was like, I have to finish it by the end of the day on Sunday.
Yeah.
And so I listened to a lot of this. Just a side note for anybody thinking about it. The audiobook is really good.
Okay, good.
The only downside that I would say, and you probably remember me saying this, is the male lead the voice doesn't sound correct. Like,
right. Well, because Hart is a fucking 6'9", 6'7", something foot tall demigod.
Right.
So you would expect him to be beefy.
Right, exactly. I expected a voice of like the same quality as like, I don't know, Jason Momoa, I think is the example that I gave you.
Yeah.
Just like a deeper, like sultry voice, whereas Hart's voice in this was like what I would. There's a secondary character in here who's like 20 years old. He's just like a kid. That was who I could see. His name is Duckers. Like that.
Duckers?
I could have seen this guy doing Ducker's voice. You know, it's like a sidekick. He definitely was not main character, 6'9" demigod quality.
Right.
But it was still a good listen.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. So
good. That's good.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that they should like think about, right? Like think about when you're hiring your voice actors is how they are like does the voice match the description you're giving?
Right.
I know they don't do that really, but they should.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to give because like you said, we did this for bonus bite, or like we explained, we did this for bonus bite. So the level of notes I took for it were much different than I would for like a normal review. So I had to like squish down all of my thoughts for this. You brought up Ducker, so I want to say I loved him.
Yes.
I thought he was an adorable little side character. He was just like, yes, sir, whatever you want, sir. And his relationship with Mercy's brother was also adorable. I just thought like all of the side characters in this story, for the most part, I think I enjoyed. Like,
yes. Yeah, I definitely liked most of all of the side characters way more than I liked specifically Mercy. I ended up liking Hart, but Mercy was like a character that I could not connect with. Right. So
yeah, I also really loved the like the found family side of Hart stuff. Like literally everything for Hart is what I enjoyed. So like him by himself, him with Duckers was adorable, him with his found family, which was his chief and her wife. Like it just everything with him I just really enjoyed. And then on Mercy's side, her sister was a little overbearing, but fine. Her brother-in-law felt just like what was he there for? Like,
yeah, he was just there to have another person there.
Yeah. But her little brother was cool too.
Yeah. And her father, I thought acted like a child.
He really did.
And if you are listening to the book, her voice for her father sounds very childlike. So
really?
So it was really hard for me to be like, how is that? Like, I don't know. I had a hard time with the whole entire family and just segueing into that because of all the miscommunication. I'm just going to lead in there with that.
The family? Yeah.
Like the first third or half of the book, everything that was going wrong or that wasn't working out was just because nobody could have like a conversation with another person to be like, this is not, or this is what I want. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yep. So yes, everyone had secrets that they were keeping from each other. Along those same lines of what you're saying with miscommunication was one of the things that I really, really hated probably the most was like how big of a deal it was that she was a daughter and the name of the place was called Birdsall and Son. And so she was like, I can't take over because I'm not Son. And I was like, this is the dumbest thing. And that leads into like the miscommunication stuff with all of that. But it just felt like such a inconsequential like thing for them to be upset about or sad about or worried about. Like, who fucking cares if the name on the sign says Son?
Yeah, change it.
Like, yeah, change it or don't. Like, you could still run it. Like, just because it says and Son means nothing.
Right. Yeah, and to that point, everybody who lived in that town knew that she was doing all of the work because her father had been ill.
Right.
That, like, she was like, oh, nobody will accept me doing all the work. Bitch, please.
Right.
Everybody knows that you have been doing the work for the past year or whatever, and nobody's, they're still bringing you bodies. Like,
right. Nobody's going to walk in and be like, I demand to see the sun.
Yeah.
Like, it's so stupid. That part was, ridiculous to me.
It was a lot of manufactured angst.
That's a good way to say it, for sure.
Yeah. And I really, I brought up all the secrets that they were all keeping from each other, and how it all, came together, and, all the secrets came out. I was very annoyed by, because it was just, everybody shouting each other's secrets, spilling the beans, and then, everybody mad at each other. It didn't really feel like it was there for the story, I guess.
Yeah.
I started the book.
It reminds me...
Yeah.
Sorry. It reminds me of a scene in Friends where everyone's screaming each other's secrets, and Ross says, Hurricane Gloria didn't break the porch swing, Monica did.
That's exactly, I know what scene you're talking about, and that's exactly what it felt like. It was just everybody yelling each other's secrets at each other. Yes. Except it wasn't as fun.
Right. It wasn't fun. It was just why did you guys just not all speak to each other? I don't understand. Something I guess we didn't say about this is that it was full. Oh, I guess kind of we did. They became pen pals. So there was a lot of letters in it. And I feel like that was a good point of this. That was a star for the book, was that the letters were cute.
Yeah, I really enjoyed all the letters.
Even though we can't figure out how the magic worked of how it ended up going to each of them at any given time.
Yeah. I feel like the explanation was just I'm a magic animal.
Right. Right.
Of course I can deliver letters. I was just
Of course I can take it to the person it's meant for. Okay. I don't understand. Yeah. And then I have two other things that I felt were just kind of all right, or didn't really enjoy about. So one was that I was confused for the first 10 chapters because I had no idea what the magic was, what the world was, what the words were. I was so lost for the first 10 to 15 chapters. So that was annoying. And then the second thing was that how mad Mercy got at Hart for keeping the identity, his identity, a secret, even after he found out who she was. But what is that noise? Is there a noise going on?
Yes, I was hoping that you couldn't hear it.
I could definitely hear it, but I didn't know. I was do I keep going? I don't know what to do.
Go away, Barbs! Go away! Go away, Barbs! They're pissed at me. Stop screaming! Oh my god, shut up! Take a fucking minute.
We're gonna have to leave that in and just say, we're sorry. Nicole is currently being attacked by a horde of birds in the backyard.
And I don't know if they're happy or
There's
angry.
only two? Yeah. It does not sound like two. It sounds like you're being attacked.
Shut up, birds! Go away! I'm gonna send you this fucking video.
Okay, great.
Oh man, I heard it. It started, and while I was talking, and that's why I was looking around, because I was like, "Is that my phone?" And then,
right. I didn't know what it was at first. Okay, we're gonna have to.
It's they're sandhill cranes. They're giant fucking dinosaur birds that fucking come to our house so they can eat off of the grass around our property. Gosh. Every day they come for the last, like, 2 weeks. They have never been this vocal, though.
No.
Usually they just hang out and eat.
Right.
Okay. They're walking away. Sorry.
Okay, good. If you can hear birds in the background, we apologize now. I don't know how much of all of that I'm leaving in, but if I deleted everything, there probably still is some bird sounds in the background, and just know Nicole was being attacked.
Yes. If you guys are not familiar with these velociraptor of birds, the sandhill crane, they are very vocal.
Gosh. If I'm able to put the video in, I will put it in. Sometimes putting a video in crashes it, so I have to take it out, but if I can put it in, I'm putting it in there. You can see.
It's like, ah!
Anyway, as I was saying, birds.
They're like, we don't give a fuck about your book.
No, they did not care. I was very upset when, with how mad Mercy got at Hart for not
everything.
telling him. Yeah, for not telling him or telling her who he was in the letters and stuff like that. But also, there's a point in the book where he knows that it's her, but she doesn't know that it's him. And when he walks in, she acts like a bitch to him. So of course he didn't tell her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't like that part.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of her throughout the whole book. She wasn't a very likable character, I thought. I couldn't connect with her. And then at the end, I completely lost any kind of like, yeah, maybe I'm getting used to her feelings that I was having because, like, you know, at the end, when he's back, he's trying to apologize, and she basically just stops him, and she's like, your apology isn't good enough, you're not doing it right, let me tell you exactly what you need to be apologizing for. And then, like, the way she says it, I'm like, that's bullshit. Yeah. Everything you're mad about is your fault. Yes. And now you want him to apologize for it? Like, no.
But she wants him to apologize in her words, not in his own words.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't remember what's your final rating for it?
I don't know. The longer I sit on this book,
I know,
the less I'd be fine giving it maybe a 3.
Yeah, I think that's where I am too. I don't think it deserves anything higher. Now, like you said, like the longer I sit on it, I might consider like 2.75. Mm-hmm. I would still round to a 3, but like, I don't know. I feel like it actually deserves maybe a 2.75.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's mostly Mercy's fault.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I really enjoyed like Hart's point of view and Ducker's and all of that. And some of the stuff that Mercy was doing was interesting. But also some of the stuff that she was doing was really underdeveloped. Like, didn't really make sense to me why it was included in there, because it was just like that whole thing with the bad guy who's like trying to take over the business. Like, that was resolved in like 3 pages, and then nothing was ever said about it again. Right. You know, like Hart didn't even ask about it. Right. You know, and it was really predictable. So.
Oh, yes, very.
But I didn't hate the book. It was just like, it was Mercy and like the no explanation for how the magic or the world works. Right. You just kind of had to immerse yourself and learn as you go. So it was really hard to be. It was hard to be in the moment when everything was being interrupted with words that didn't make any sense and you weren't getting explanations for it, right?
Right. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I feel like if you would have asked me like the second I finished it, I probably would have been more like closer to 3.5, maybe. Mm-hmm. And then once I actually started thinking about everything and like actually dissecting it and like looking through it, it started going down. So take that for what you will. Like the fact that my rating changed so much. If I don't think about it at all, it gets a 3.5. If I think about it a lot, it gets a 2.75.
Right. Yeah. And it wasn't so bad that, like, because I know that now that we said we are not doing bonus bites anymore, and we were like, do we want to finish the rest of the books? I would be willing to read the second book, even though I didn't really enjoy this book.
Yes, the second one for sure I'm interested in. I don't know how I feel about the third one, but the second one for sure, because I feel like I'm interested in the, like, friends to lovers. Like, we already met them in this book, so I feel like I'm interested in seeing what happens with them. So, yeah. Third one is to be determined.
Yes. You know how many books I've bought but then never read? It can sit on my shelf.
Yeah, I'm not really that worried about it. Okay. Are you ready for my standalone book?
Oh, it's just a standalone.
My single. Yes, I have a single today.
Wow, look at you.
Okay. It is called All the Colors of the Dark by Chris Whitaker. It is a mystery drama. I listened to this book, and it's a sister book club.
Nice.
So I'm going to tell you, the reason we picked this book is because the ratings for this book were out of, like, crazy. So we read this book back in the beginning of June. It's been a really long time. I have so many fucking books on my list, like in my backlog or whatever, that just be ready. Things are they're gonna be firm forever.
And I have to digress I have to stop you here for a minute. I don't even know how this is possible that you have so many books left over, because you have been like, for the last, like, 5 or 6 episodes, you've been rating entire series.
I have so many still. This weekend I even looked through it. Like, I reorganized all of my books that I have left. I can pretty much go through recording through the next, like, 15 episodes at least. Like,
that's unbelievable. Yeah, I was on Goodreads looking at, I finished a book and it updated my, like, how many books I've read this year and my challenge, and now Goodreads makes it so you can see other people's challenges again. Remember how that went away, but then it came back? So, like, I found that and I was like, holy shit, I think Vanessa has more books. You have more books read than I do this year.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give myself a little pat, but also remember how many fucking audiobooks I've been listening to. So I know that they count for my total number, but I still think that you've eyeball read more than I have.
I don't know.
We'll have to do that comparison too, because I don't feel like I can't take the crown if, like, 75% of my books are audiobooks. I feel like that's cheating.
I think you still can.
Okay, fine. I'll take it.
No, I'm going to come back, but I'll tell you. Beat you.
Can I? That's fine. You can.
Because
I do not care, because I feel like the only reason that this has happened, if there is even one, like, just one reason, but the only reason is because I literally have no one to talk to at work. So the only thing that I do is listen to books. And so I have, like, a couple meetings during the day, and I do that, and then I just sit there and listen to my book while I'm doing my thing on my computer. Like,
that's so nice.
Because, like, when you worked here, I was distracted, and I talked to you.
We just talked
that's why I only finished one book a month on audio. So really, this is your fault. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, so the ratings for this book were crazy. So back in June, I took the ratings, and then also today, since it was so long ago, I was like, let me look at the ratings again. They're like higher now, or whatever. So Goodreads, in June it had over 300,000 reviews, and like 315,000, and it had a 4.28. And now there's 360,000 reviews with a 4.3.
Wow.
On Amazon, there were 70,000 reviews with a 4.6, and now there's 80,000 reviews with a 4.6. And on Audible, there were it was a 4.4 with 13,000 reviews, and now there's 14,500 reviews with the 4.6. So the ratings are crazy on this book. So that is the reason why my sister and I chose this book. I was like, all right, we're going to do it. Okay, I'm going to start with some triggers. There is child abduction and captivity, child neglect, sexual assault, domestic violence, suicide, and abortion are all triggers for this. Okay. In 1975, in Montclair, Missouri, I don't know, everyone in Missouri is going to hate me because I said it like Missouri, huh?
Probably.
I don't know what to say. I'm just going to say it, and you just please don't hate me. Okay. I'm a Californian. That's how we say it. Okay, Montclair, Missouri, and girls have been disappearing. When Misty, the daughter of a wealthy family, is targeted and almost taken, a boy named Patch, he's a 14-year-old boy with one eye, he becomes her hero. He saves her from abduction, but in doing so, he changes everything for his future. He is basically taken in lieu of her. Oh. He does come back, though, and he becomes obsessed with finding the identity of the other missing girls, one in particular that he was abducted with. And it's like obsessed to the point so much so that it takes over his whole life. The book spans over 30 years. So from the time that he was taken to 30 years as he grows into a man who cannot let go of this person, their story, and the obsession that he started as a teen. So that's the story. Okay, I know I told you what the ratings were, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I thought this book was okay.
You did not agree with ratings?
I did not agree with ratings.
Wow. I should have saw this coming. The way you were putting so much emphasis on that, I was like, oh man, this must have been a great book.
Nope.
You got me.
I needed you to know. I know, I'm sorry. There's a few reasons why I felt this way. One of which being I did not connect with the writing style of this book. Okay. I did not like the way it was written. I did not like the writing style of it. I enjoyed the story overall. For the most part, enjoyed the story overall, but just the way it was written was not necessarily for me. Also, the chapters are very short. Like, the book has 261 chapters. Like, that's how short the chapters are. I thought you were going to
say pages.
No, it has 608 pages.
Okay.
261 chapters.
Yeah, that's too much.
So, yes, so they ranged. So I listened, obviously. So the chapters ranged from like 1 minute to 6-minute chapters. Like the longest chapter was like 6 minutes, but they averaged around 3 minutes.
No.
Okay, so, which is fine. Like, for the most part, I typically enjoy shorter chapters, especially when it's like, okay, I'm going to read one more chapter and then go to bed. And that's like, it's good when it's a shorter chapter. But almost every single chapter is a different point of view. And there's pretty much no chapters, very few chapters that are back to back that are the same POV. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So you're kind of jumping story-wise, because a lot of times the POV that you're jumping from one chapter to another is not within the same story. It's like this person is doing this, and this person is doing this, and that person is doing that. And so when you're jumping every 3 minutes to a new storyline, you're jumping into a different thought, like, headspace or whatever. And the chapter does not tell you whose POV you're jumping into. So it's not like it says chapter 12, patch or whatever. It does not do that. So at the beginning of every chapter, you have to figure out where you're at, right?
Yeah, I don't like that.
So no, me neither. So I feel like that, to me, one of the main reasons why the writing style was not for me, because it felt so jumpy, like going from chapter to chapter. POV to POV, right? I just felt like the story was just jumping all over the place. So that was really hard for me. What else? I did consider DNFing this book around 30%. Because of the jumpiness, but I ended up sticking it out because of my desire to know what happens to Patch. I needed to know. This book has so many characters and so many names to remember. So those are some things that I did not like. One thing that I did like, so his best friend, her name is Saint, and she was like the perfect best friend. I loved her. She was like my favorite character. When they were teens, when Patch came back from his very traumatic experience, she researched trauma, went to the library and picked up trauma books so that she could figure out exactly how to treat him and be with him, or be around him, not necessarily be with him, but and she could understand his moods and basically understand what PTSD is and stuff like that. She really put in the work so that she could help him and support him. Wow. And then later in the book, as adults, she has to take care of someone in somewhat of a parental role. And again, she researches how to deal with that child's particular traumas. And she goes and does the research and figures out how she can better care for her and be there for her and stuff. And I was like, this woman is just, I loved Saint. She was great. And also I feel Patch really gave her 70% of himself. Mm-hmm. So she continued to be there for him throughout the entire book, their entire lives. And he never gave her his whole self. He was always so distracted by this obsession that he had that she just kind of yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's sad.
So, yeah. So there's that. But she was a shining point for me in this. I really enjoyed her character a lot. I'm going to say the C word a lot, but I want to tell you this sentence or this phrase, this paragraph that happened that made me really laugh. But it has the C word. So if you don't like the C word, go ahead by 20 seconds. Okay. All right. So she said, Saint actually says that, no. Sorry. There's another character who Patch becomes friends with, and he says this. He says, Franklin Meyer was a cunt. Franklin's father was a cunt too, and as kids, they were cuntlets. A line of cunts, each one cuntier than the last. And then Patch says, I wonder what a collective of, and he says, a cuntet. And I really laughed at that because I was like, who says cuntet?
My sister would approve.
Okay, great. Yes, that phrase alone was all right, you get a star for that. And that's that. So I ended up rating it 3.
That's not bad.
3, yeah, not terrible. But when you look at what all the other the ratings are, a 4.6 on Amazon and Audible and all that, it's just, I did not agree. Mm-hmm. I didn't. That means that there's a lot of 5-star ratings out there for it to be that high. And I'm going with 3 bags of sunflower seeds and 3 Riptide Rush Gatorades.
Yes, Riptide Rush.
Yes. I will say I was actually a little lower when I first rated it, and then when my sister and I had our book club on it, we both kind of talked things through, and I think I might be willing to say 3.5 for it. But I would still round to 3. I'm not. There's no way this book is a 4 for me.
Yeah. It's just what you were saying about the chapters, and that's too much.
The switching of out of 261 chapters, there was probably 3 or 4 times where one chapter was the same as the next chapter's POV. So it was not. It was so jumpy, so jumpy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Mm-mm. All right, are you ready for our discussion question?
Yes.
There's
We'll
so
have to-
many in here.
Is there?
Yes, we've added so many.
I'm so excited.
All right. Let's see.
This one looks like a big one.
Oh, it's not. It's a little.
Oh, okay.
It's a little
I was
one.
like, I can't see it. You kept unfolding, and I was like, oh my god.
Sorry. Is there a genre that you don't like but wish you could get into?
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
What's the word for this genre? Like, I guess thrillers, like psychological thrillers. I guess. Like, I wish.
Okay.
Or even mysteries, for that matter. Like, I read a mystery and I just get mad.
What are you mad at? What are you mad at the...
It's the type... I think I've said this before about other books, but I really don't enjoy when the main character knows something in their mind, and you can, like, you are reading their thoughts because they're thinking, and that's what you're reading in the book. But they're like, oh, yes, and I know who the murderer is, but I cannot say. Like, bitch, you're thinking. Like, you don't do that in your brain. I don't. Yeah, in my brain,
I don't tell myself.
Yeah, like in my brain, I don't say I know who, but I cannot tell myself. Like, no, that's not how people think. I don't like that. So I think that's a lot of why I don't like mysteries or whatever. And then psychological thrillers, I wish I could like, but I just have too much anxiety.
That's fair. I don't have the same thoughts and feelings about those. I have a lot of them.
I know.
I'm trying to think of... I don't think I really have any that I don't like that I wish I could get into, but I do wish I could find more horror that I would like. I feel like it just doesn't... Like, it's hard to find them, I feel.
Yeah.
So maybe not. So I guess it doesn't really answer the question because it is something that I'm interested in. It's just for me, I guess that genre it's a matter of like not being able to find ones that really interest me or like sound intriguing or ones that are truly horror where like you read it and you're just like, well, yeah, that was dumb. Like I want one that literally scares me, like a scary movie would.
Right, like you are reading it and you're not comfortable walking up the stairs to your bedroom.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Like that's what I want. I need that. I guess if you have a recommendation for that, I need one. Actually, I think I just saw one online the other day that said like they were actually afraid to go to sleep, and so I was like, all right. So I added it to my list, and I was like, I need to have this one.
Yes, I second this. I need somebody to give Vanessa a book that scares her so badly she cannot finish it.
Right. So, and it feels like I've read some that I like the serial killer ones and stuff. I feel like people sometimes say those do that to them where that doesn't do that to me. I feel like what does that to me, like what is going to scare me the most is going to be like true paranormal type shit. Like,
oh yes.
Like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Whatever, like hauntings and stuff like that, but it has to be not like cutesy hauntings, but like legitimate hauntings, or like aliens. That shit is always gonna scare me. Like I'm gonna be afraid to go into dark rooms if it's ghosts or aliens.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So that's what I need, because serial killers and murderers are not gonna do that to me in horrors. Like they're just not.
So it's the unknown.
Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's what I need. All right. I need some recommendations. Give them to me.
Yeah, you do. Nobody has to give me thrillers or mystery recommendations. I'd like to be into it, but I don't want to.
Yes. All right. Well, let us know if you have a genre that you have not. Wait. What's the question?
Let us know all your thoughts.
Well, just let us know your thoughts on genres in general.
Generally,
I might be dying. Is there a genre that you don't like but wish you did, or wish that you could get into because like everybody online says that they love it? Tell us. Give us that answer And maybe we might be able to give you some recommendations if it's a genre that we really like.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, if it's a genre that we really like, and we could be like, here's your toe into that genre.
Yes.
All right, go visit us. That's right. Go visit us on all of our socials, Savor the Story Pod, everywhere you want to find us. SavorTheStoryPod.com. You can go to our website and look at all of our things. Email us, SavorTheStoryPod@gmail.com. I don't know what it is.
You are just having a hard time.
I can't think.
It's time to take a nap.
See us online everywhere. Okay, bye.
It's down in the description. Just go to there.
Correct. Bye.
Bye. Get out of here.